Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome everyone in today's English class for the first intermediate grade. Our textbook is Super Goal 1 and today we will be learning Unit 8, Grammar, Listening and Pronunciation. This lesson will be presented by me, Teacher Mazen Al-Harbi, and the sign language by Mr. Fawaz Al-Aqil. So let's begin. Our objectives for today's lesson that we hope at the end of this lesson you will be able to use present progressive in affirmative and negative form, and also to ask short answer questions in the present progressive form, and use what to ask questions in the present progressive. Before we begin, let's try to revise what we have learned from last time. Last time we have this question, the listening lesson. What are you doing? And we have been introduced to a new office or a new company that's called the Helpline Company. And we see in those pages different people who are doing different things. And we come up with this list of sentences about these people. We said, for example, that the person who had number 1 is Ken, he's watching TV. And number 2, Ryan, who is surfing the internet and drinking coffee. And 3, Matt is talking on his cell phone. And number 4, Frank and Jason are eating sandwiches. And number 5, Mike and Darren are reading magazines. And number 6, George and Peter are looking at maps. And number 7, Henry is writing an email to a customer. And number 8, Pedro is speaking to a customer. And number 9, Jamal is working online. And last thing, Colin and Brian are chatting. And we said that if you find any similarities between these sentences, and we agreed that we can see similarity in the verbs. So as you can see, each of these verbs ends with ing. And ing form is the form we use if we are going to talk about actions that's happening right now. Like me, for example. Right now, I am speaking English. Right now, I am speaking. So we add ing to the verbs for the action that happens right now. And also, I remember that we gave you a workbook, and we said that in this workbook exercises, we have a couple of them which is really interesting and help us to practice the present progressive to describe what people are doing. So let's me and you go to these pages and try to answer a couple of questions. So on page 119 on your workbook, what I need you to do is to look at the photos you have on these pages and complete the sentences, but use the present progressive of the verbs in the box. So here, as you can see, we have 5 different verbs. The first one is serve. The second one is not write, and listen, eat, and study. So what we need to do now is to read these sentences and put the appropriate verb in the blanks. So let's read number 1. Number 1 says, Umar blank the internet on his computer. So what is the verb that we should use here that could match the sentences? So can we say Umar surf the internet, or Umar not try the internet, or listen to the internet, eat, or study the internet? What do you think? Very good. And since it is serve, and since we're talking about present progressive, and Umar is the only subject we have here, so here we should add, before the present progressive, we add is. So Umar is surfing the internet. Let's continue. His brothers plank for a test. His brothers plank for a test. Now, before we decide which verb, what should we add here as a verb to be? Should we add is or are? Very good. Here we add are because his brothers, not only one person, but more than one person. So here we add are. And since we are talking about test, obviously we should use the last one, study. So his brothers are studying for a test. They have a test and right now they are studying for the test. Number 2, Tom planked to Carl's cell phone. Tom planked to Carl's cell phone. What should we use here? Should we use the verb to be is or are? Very good. Here we should add is because it is only one person. So this is why we added is. So Tom is listening. We choose the verb listen, and this is in the present progressive form. Tom is listening to Carl's cell phone. Number 3. Jack and his friends pizza at his house. Jack and his friends plank pizza at his house. So here we have only 2 verbs remaining. So what is the verb that matches with pizza? Very good, which is eating. Jack and his friends are eating pizza at his house. This will leave us with 1 remaining verb. Let's read number 4. Mark plank his bike right now. And here we should choose the second one. Mark is not riding his bike right now. This is the exercise that we have on page 119. So let us move on to the next exercise we have on page 120. So also I need you to this exercise to look at the photos and try to make or to complete the questions and answers. So number 1, what plank Jamal doing? What plank Jamal doing? And as we did in the previous exercise, here, since we are talking about one person, what is the verb to be we should use? Excellent. In this one, we should use is. What is Jamal doing? Because we're only talking about one person. And as we learned last time that instead of repeating the names again of people, we can use instead of them a personal pronoun. So what is the personal pronoun that we can use instead of Jamal? Very good. The personal pronoun is he. So the answer of this question will be, what is Jamal doing? He is reading a book. He is reading a book, as you can see on the pictures. Number 2, what plank they doing? What plank they doing? So here we're not talking about one person, here we're talking about more than one. And since we are talking about a group of people, so here we should use are. So what are they doing? What is the verb that we should use always for the internet? Excellent. It is serving. So the answer will be, they are serving the internet. Number 3, what plank Jim doing? And here is also we're talking about one person. So the verb to be we should add here is. And the answer will be, so since we are talking about sports and TV, the verb that we should use is excellent, watching. So we would say, he is watching sports on TV. Let's go to number 4. What plank Ahmed doing? So here is also we're talking about one person, and for one person we would use the verb to be is. And the answer will be on his cell phone. What do people usually do on their cell phone? They usually either he is talking on his cell phone, he is texting on his cell phone, he is sending on his cell phone. Many things we can write, and it would be also a correct answer. So here are the answers of exercise B on page 120. So now let's go back to page 66 and to talk about our today's lesson. And I am sure that you are already familiar with the grammar rule that we are about to learn today. So our tense for today is the present progressive tense, that we should use it for the actions that's happening right now at the present moment. And we said that the present progressive is all about adding ing to the verb. And here I'm going to show you an example on how to write an affirmative sentence in a present progressive tense. So as we can see here we have the pronouns that we could use, and here is the sentences as affirmative sentence. So we can say I'm studying now or I am studying now. So you have both options. You're studying now or you are studying now. He's studying now or he is studying now. She's studying now or she is. We're studying now or we are. And lastly, they're studying now or they are. So here we have contractions that we can use, and also we can use the full form as we can see on our right. So here on this verb we added ing because we're talking about an action that are happening or that is happening right now. So here we have the sentences. We started in affirmative sentence. We start with a subject and a verb to be, and also the verb added to it, an ing. So here is the subject, here's the verb to be, and here is the verb that added ing. And we can see a lot of subjects. Not only this, we can use I, he, she, it, you, they, we. But not all of them goes with the same verb to be. Each one has, or each personal pronoun has different verb to be. For example, for I, we would choose am. So the sentence will be, I am studying now. And for he, she, and it, the verb to be that matches those subjects or those pronouns is. So we would use them in that sentence. We would say he is studying, or she is studying, or it is studying. And also, you, they, and we would use it with are. You are studying, they are studying, and we are studying. So these are the subjects, the possible subjects, and these are the verbs to be that matches each one of them. So this is in regard of the affirmative sentence. Now, about the negative sentence, it's the same. We only add not after the verb to be. So here, as you can see, this is the subject, as we agreed, and this is the verb to be, and this is not, and this is the verb plus ing. So subject, verb to be, after the verb to be we add not, and the verb ing. And also with the negative or the word not, we have contractions as well. So we can say I'm not, you're not, he isn't, she isn't, we aren't, they aren't. And here is also we have contractions, and you can use both of them. You either use the contractions or the full form. Now, as in regard of how to make a short questions, how to make a yes or no questions in the present progressive, it is simple. Instead of starting with a subject, we start with a verb to be, as we can see here. So here we can start, if we want to make a question, we start with the verb to be am, and the subject that we should use with is I. And if we want to start with are, the subject that we would use it with, you, or they, or we. And if we want to use is, the subject of course will be he or she, and then the completion of the sentence. So for example, are you studying now? Are you studying now? The answer, of course, will be yes, you are studying now. So this is how can we form a question in a present progressive. So here is the verb to be, and the subject, and the verb we added to it, an ing form. And as we did with the previous slide, that we add verb to be, and each verb to be has his own subjects that come up with either in affirmative sentence, a negative sentence, or even in a question. So how can we answer such questions? We answer them with either, as we agreed, those are yes or no questions. And we answer them with either yes or no. So yes, if you want to use the subject I, the verb to be will be am. Yes, I am. Yes, he is. Yes, they are. So this is how we can answer with yes. And if we want to answer with no, we only add the word not at the end of the answer. For example, no, I am not. No, he is not. No, they are not. So this is a summary of the questions in a present how to make short question in present progressive form, and also how to answer them. We still have one type of question left in the present progressive form, which is what? How to make questions with what plus the present progressive. It's simple. If you want to make a question, we started it with what, and after what comes the verb to be that we want to use, either are or is. And as we said, that each one of these verbs to be must have his own subject. So for example, what are you doing? Or what is he doing? So this is not a yes or no question, this is an informative question that could have a different answer. So we started with what, and a verb to be, a subject, and at the end we added the verb doing. So now we have learned two types of questions in present progressive. The first one is a short question that started with the verb to be, am, is, or are. And also the second one is an informative question that started with what. Now, let's try to do to answer a couple of exercises on this page. So on the same page, you can see exercise number A. Complete the conversation, and you can use contractions. So it's up to you if you want to use the contractions or you want to use the full form. So let's start and try to read this conversation to answer it. Number one, you studying now, blank, you studying now. So from the question mark, this is a question. And this question, as we agreed, since the answer started with no, so this is a yes or no question. And we said with yes or no question, it started with a verb to be. So what is the appropriate verb to be that we should use here and matches the subject you? So what do you think? Is it am, is, or are? Very good. It is are. Are you studying now? Are you studying now? He said, no, I am not. And then blank, you studying. Here is also another question with the subject you. So what is the verb to be we should use with this subject? Excellent. Are again. So, no, I am not. Are you studying? Yes, I am blank for the English test. I am for the English test. So what exactly he is doing for the English test? Very good. He is studying. Yes, I am studying for the English test. Let's see number two. Blank the children playing. So here is also a question, a yes or no question. And we're talking about children, not only one child, but children. And since we're talking about children here, we either use am, or a yes or no question, here we either use am, is, or are. So what do you think the question or the verb to be we should start with? Very good. It is are, because we're talking about a group of them. Are the children playing? No, they. This is a negative answer, okay? No, they. And what should we use? If we want to use a negative answer, what should we add after the verb to be? Excellent. We add not. So, no, they aren't, or no, they are not, okay? You have both options. So, they, this is the subject, comes after it, are. They are watching TV. They are watching TV. Are you watching TV too? So not only them, but also, are you watching TV too? No, I, and here is the subject I. The verbs to be that comes with the subject I is. Very good. And since this is a negative answer, will be no, I'm not. No, I'm not. It's a kid's film. It's a kid's film. So, number three, who blank Ali calling? And since now we are talking about a third person, the verb to be here should be excellent, is. Who is Ali calling? Who is Ali calling? So the answer will be he is calling his brother. He is calling his brother. And lastly, this is a question, and the subject here we can see is he, blank, he. Coming here, so with he, what the verb to be we should use? Very good. Is. Is he coming here? The answer, of course, with he, we always use is. Yes, he is. So here are the answers of exercise A. The answer of exercise A. Now, let us move on. So on page 67, I would like you to work with a partner and ask and answer about the people you can see on page 67. How can you make a question? You can easily say it like this. What is Jake doing? What is Jake doing? And the answer will be, he is delivering mail. So here you have a list of people you can see on this picture, and you can change the words that are in red. Okay, so instead of what is Jake doing, you can say, what is Mr. Taylor doing? And the answer or the form of the answer would be the same. For example, he is reading a book, he is surfing the internet, and so on. So you can use this question or this example as a guide to answer or to answer this exercise. Now, we have a listening exercise, a very interesting one. So as you can see here, Jerry is talking to Tom on the phone. Let's complete the chart about Tom's family and write what each person is doing these days. So Tom here is talking about his family and what each member of his family is doing right now. So he's going to talk about his father, his mother, his sister, and his brother. So what we need to do is we're going to listen to the conversation and write down what each person of them is doing. So let's listen.
Is this Tom? This is Jerry Wilson speaking. Hi, Jerry. How are things? Where are you? Are you still at college? Yes, but I'm in town for a few days.
How are you doing?
I'm okay. How's your family? What's everyone doing?
Well, we're all fine. My father is still working in the bank. My mom is a happy grandmother. She's watching Carol's baby a lot these days. Carol's married, you know. She's working at a hospital. She has a little girl.
That's great. How about your brother?
Frank's at college. He's studying computers.
Frank at college? That's wonderful. And what are you doing? No, I mean, what are you doing now?
Nothing special.
How about a pizza?
Very good. Now we have listened for the first time. Let's listen one more time and then we will start to answer.
Is this Tom? This is Jerry Wilson speaking. Hi, Jerry. How are things? Where are you? Are you still at college? Yes, but I'm in town for a few days.
How are you doing?
I'm okay. How's your family? What's everyone doing?
Well, we're all fine. My father is still working in the bank. My mom is a happy grandmother. She's watching Carol's baby a lot these days. Carol's married, you know. She's working at a hospital. She has a little girl.
That's great. How about your brother?
Frank's at college. He's studying computers.
Frank at college? That's wonderful. And what are you doing? No, I mean, what are you doing now?
Nothing special.
How about a pizza?
Very good. Now we have listened to a conversation between these two friends, Jerry and Tom. And Tom talks about his family and what each member of them is doing. Let's find out what the answer are, and let's see what you have written, and you can compare to the answers. So here we have the final answers of our listening exercise. So Tom says that his father is working in a bank and his mother is watching Carol's baby, and his sister Carol is working at a hospital, and his brother is studying computers at college. So make sure you have the same answers here. Now, for our last part for today, here we have a pronunciation. Listen to me, how can I pronounce the words ends with ing, and then practice. So, while I speak, you try to repeat with me. The first one, what are you doing? What are you doing? I am waiting for you. I am waiting for you. What's he doing? What's he doing? He's chatting with a friend. He's chatting with a friend. What are they doing? What are they doing? They are playing in the garden. They are playing in the garden. So this is how can we pronounce the words that end with ing. You can practice it too. So now we have reached the end of our lesson. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.